Hello guys, this is the first year preview of the Dacia Spring. It's been 1 year now since I've been owning the Spring. The Dacia currently has 12,000 kilometers on board. It's just I've just fully charged it, and I have not resetted the computer since I think 10,000 kilometers. So I have this average of consumption and this range based on the average of the last 10,000 kilometers. I haven't been, as I told you, been resetting the board computer since I wanted it to make the average based on the driving style that I am using, and as soon as I reset the computer, the range goes up to almost 300 kilometers, which I think is not true. For me, it's around 200 kilometers, probably 220, 230 in the summer. But even so, even then, I'm using the air conditioning, so that's a limiting factor because that depletes the battery. And in the winter time, it generally the range is generally somewhere around 160, 180 kilometers. It consumes more power during the winter because you have both the heating, which is an actual grid that gets heated up, basically a resistor, and then you have the blowing fan, which consumes even more energy. Whereas with the air conditioning in the summer, you have the compressor, which compresses the refrigerant, and the blowing fan as well. And these things seem to be consuming less power than the heating does. So far I have not spent one single penny on it. Actually, I've paid something for the washing of the car. I've washed the car I think 3 or 4 times. I've bought some of these things that emit some odors, and the tire, I bought some winter tires. They're mandatory where I live at. It's mandatory that you have specific winter tires during the winter season. So if it's below 7 degrees Celsius and if it's snowing, then you have to have winter tires. So that's the only money that I have spent on it. Also, there's one other very neat thing for me. It's that I don't get to pay the electricity because it's free at the supermarket just behind my house. So I've made 12,000 kilometers without paying 1 cent. So all the costs that I have in 1 year with this car is the yearly per servicing, which is somewhere around 80 euros. That's mandatory because of the warranty. The warranty, it's 8 years for the battery and I think 3 years for the whole car. So there shouldn't be any money spent on it these days, and I really do not really take care much care of this car. I haven't even removed the gluing stamps from the ornaments. I've seen a lot of guys doing a lot of things to it, spending a lot of money on them. They've removed these ornaments from the top of the car. They've repainted these ornaments. They have lowered the car. They have put sport springs on it. They have removed or put on new sidings on it. They've even put springs here, which is a very neat feature. I'm going to do that because when you get to close the lid, and if you want to open it, you have to hold the finger on it and pull it at the same time, because it wouldn't open up all the way, so it gets stuck. You have to press and pull to open that. So there are a few things that don't work well on this. One is that thing. The second one is the one that disturbs me, is the window control buttons, which are placed here on the dashboard instead of being placed on the door, and that thing still confuses me, because I'm used to controlling the windows from my own door. The other thing, since I'm carrying my kids with it, most of the time in the summer they want to have their windows opened, and if they want to have their windows open, you have to get your hands here in the back and press the buttons over there. So if you allow them to open the window, there's actually a button here that allows you to disable their control on the buttons. But if I let my kids roll down their windows, of course they then do not want to roll it up, so I have to stretch all the way back while driving or trying to stop somewhere just to get their windows closed. So that's annoying. Another bad thing I would say is the fact that there's a blower here which only blows air on your right foot, while your left foot freezes in the winter. So your right foot over there gets warmed up and boils, and the other one freezes. There's some feature I've heard and I've seen it something in the somewhere in the beginning. There's a pipe here with two holes, one for each of your leg. That's also quite annoying. Of course, I don't have to worry about heating. The driving position for me at 176 centimeters, it's very good. This type of leather imitation cover doesn't really work well in the summer. It gets pretty much heated up. So considering all this and the fact that I haven't spent any money on it, I would award it 4.6 stars out of 5. That's how much I think it deserves, at least for me, for the 8,500 euros that I got to pay for it, and not having to spend any more euros or cents on running the car. I would say that it's fully worth it. I got the car when I bought it was at the dealership 18,500 euros. Then I get some two incentives from the state, one for almost 10,000 euros. For there's a voucher for buying an electric car, and there's also a second voucher that's granted for handing over an old car. So I took both. So in the end I had to pay only 8,500 euros for the car, and for that money I got this, and I would say that this works out for me very, very good. The downsides, as I told you, are those small things and things that I can live with. Of course, it's a small car. I got a lot of people telling me that you cannot carry, I don't know, concrete with it, or you cannot work it, I don't know, off-road. But then again, that's not what the car is meant for. The car is meant for the city, and with that it does all the things that she needs to do very, very very well. So there it is. It is a Dacia Spring. It is not a Toyota Tundra or Dodge Ram or Ford F-150 or BMW X5 or XI. It's iX. It's actually a small car meant for the city. Probably the cheapest one that you can buy in Europe, with or from a dealership, from on a European dealership. It does what it's supposed to do. If you are running it, or if you run around 1,000 kilometers a month, then you would probably have to charge it somewhere between 4 to 5 times. I don't think that's but that's an inconvenient. The obvious the other side is where you get to buy a lot of petrol, and that's quite expensive. So there you have it. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it for sure, for this money, even for the full price. I mean, the closest rival for this car, I'm not talking about the looks or the benefits of the other car, but it's, I think, the Renault Zoe, and that's 10,000 euros more than this one. Of course, if you want more, you can buy that, but I wouldn't do that for an electric car. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments, and I will be doing my best to try to reply to all of your questions. And yeah, that's it from me. Have fun. Bye bye.